like that. It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad, but I'm past that. With a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab. Brown man, when it come back, I'ma give back. My bad when the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Yeah.
Coach, it's a site that has seen more than its fair share of great playoff memories the last few decades, and more could be in store as we've got playoff football again at sold-out Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New England Patriots. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 10-2 stop. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. 25, check 25, check 25. Bang, 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 bang. Gone. Jumper. 5.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Just like that. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. You draw quarter. Bam. Alert flare. Ready.
First carry for James Conner. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Check. Fresno. Check. Rock it. Ready.
Throwing on 3rd down, here's Rudolph. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. And not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know the fans are thinking right now, I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school, He's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man, able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Sony Michel, his first carry. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. 53, Linda! Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Brady. And Brown's got it for a Patriots touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass, and they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Gostkowski with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Ship. Ready to go. Go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down.
Good job.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Shotgun handoff to Samuels. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Ready. 51, Mike, 51. Here we go, G. Get off the field. Check the backer, check the backer. 61, matchbox lights.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
On 1st and 10 is counter. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Michael Bennett's versatility, being able to play any position along the defensive front, allows him to make those types of plays. He finds good matchups and gets into the offensive backfield.
And there it works for a tackle for loss.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh.
Focus, defense, focus. Check 15, check 15.
Roll out. Shoot.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down.
He's heavy on the edges. Watch twins. Watch twins. Watch the edge.
From the gun, here's Rudolph. He's got this complete to Ryan Switzer. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Barry on the punt as he gets this one away. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Pats will take over at their own 20. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Brady now on first down. Got him in. It's Brown. 14 yards is the pickup there on the New England first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. James White's first carry. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
You go tight. You got tight.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That's complete to White. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Brady gives to Michelle. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Stephon Tuitt came out of Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and you just wonder, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer with that tackle.
53.
Wild Bill, Wild Bill. Hatchet, Hatchet.
Watch twins, watch Pilot, 64, weak.
On 2nd and 12, Brady. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
SOS. Check 9. Twist. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Check. Cover.
On first down, Brady. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 24-yard line.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there? Another great completion.
And one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Shoot! Watch the shoot! Check safety!
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Patriots 7, Steelers nothing.
Wait, that line, 80!
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Kill.
Recon, 152 fighter.
Check 3. Shoot.
72. Hey, check it.
From the 17, Brady. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bud Dupree coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. New England on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Brady. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Check 3. Kill. Check, crunch.
Hey, Sam off.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
On first down, Connor going to be lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. No gain on the play there. Second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Rudolph. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. A Steeler first down on a pickup of 11 yards.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Check 99! Check 99! Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Go, Mike 51.
On first down, Connor, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Ready to break.
Mike 51! Mike 51! Bring it! Bring it!
Ready?
Now on 2nd and 13, Rudolph. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kyle Van Noy picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation allows him to get home.
On the ready.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays.
Check 31! Check 31! Slam! Slam! Slam!
Shotgun snap for Rudolph. He's going to launch it for Washington. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Dorsett on the return. Oh, good footwork on the spin. From up Dorsett by himself. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. An impressive punt return of 76 yards. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. A lot of times they want this guy just to try to flip field position. He flipped it all the way into the end zone.
Yeah, the rule of thumb is can you pick up 10 yards? That's getting a first down. Instead, he takes it all the way and provides a big spark for his team.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far. And after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going. And really, the offensive line not helping him much. The Steelers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6.
Check. Slam, slam, slam.
Out of the gun, Rudolph. Open man is Switzer, complete. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch a game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Now White lost the football, but I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. Mika Fitzpatrick made the play defensively, the first-round pick out of Alabama.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On second down, Michelle. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
He was brought down by Bud. Oh, yeah! That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
New England on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Kill. Turn up.
80 weapon. Quick, what do you got? Check it, reload.
From the gun, Brady. It's caught. This is White. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 23.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Wait, that 29. Alpha.
Mike.
I'm coming for you. Mine. Wait, 28.
First down, here's White. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch it, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, Be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out for this, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist,
money since I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my. Hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long. I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my 50. X-Slick then hit with the. Back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back and then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
Coach, it's a site that has seen more than its fair share of great playoff memories the last few decades, and more could be in store as we've got playoff football again at sold-out Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New England Patriots. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Look at me. Go.
Check nickel.
Right back to Connor here on 1st. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Ready up.
Go 50 against the mic. Target. Check 43. Check 4.
Go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rudolph. And he connects with Vance McDonald. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Here's Rudolph. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 44 yards.
1st down, Steelers.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Connor. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. So much for being intimidated on the road in the playoffs, right? That was a pretty clinical drive right there.
Yeah, they seem to come out with the attitude of, we don't deal with pressure. We create it on the other team. Just took it right down the field and stuffed it in the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Check. Shadow. Let me go.
A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown. A big play there. 79 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The running play there going to get 11 as they get a quick first down. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, watch it. Back.
Hey, lock it. Show it. Ready.
The first carry now for Benny Snell. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
On the double.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Go. Right there. 54. Right there.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Rudolph. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Check tight.
They'll run on first down. Michelle, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
We go.
To throw is Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, and he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. Big boy earning his lunch. That's what you call rumbling with the ball, Charles.
Big man with football. He wasn't just earning lunch, Brandon. He was earning dinner. He was
midnight snack.
Everything that you could possibly do, he did it on that play to pick up the ball and go.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
36. 72.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Got a man open, that's Harry. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
At the 35-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time now with James White. It'll be a game.
Of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on 1st down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here. In this situation, they stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Brady, and that will be incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. The Patriots send out their punter. Back deep, Ryan Switzer. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 37 yards.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss. But with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Rudolph. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Leo!
Watch the twist.
6'6", pull it high. Snap.
Rudolph. Got an open man. It's Washington. They get a good chunk of that penalty yardage back. A gain of 15. 2nd down.
15 brings up 2nd down at the 37-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 60 Pittsburgh. General West.
Not today, Ron. Not today. Rush in.
Get it.
On 2nd down, it's Snell. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Orbit.
54. Mike 54.
Go.
Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Tighten up. Check.
Dude.
Here's Rudolph. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They begin with Michelle on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Now Brady on the bootleg. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Off the bootleg, Brady. He's got his man, that's Josh Gordon. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. And plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive. It just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Operating from the gun, Brady. And that's complete. It's Watson. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 38-yard line.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Throwing on first down is Brady. This will be caught by Brown. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Second and 5 at the 33-yard line.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Michelle looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down and 5.
Wait, that green 80. Hey, Hank.
Keep it up. Keep it up.
Shadow.
From the gun on third down, Brady. Caught by the tight end Watson. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Brady's got his guys first and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Here's Brady to throw. Gets it to Gordon. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
That's another Patriots first down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Throwing now is Brady. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. N'Keal Harry there to make the grab, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Let's go. At their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
On second and 9, Rudolph. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Trying to get the first with Samuels. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's Dorsett. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now? Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can't. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
New England on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel, and he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
That's good for the Patriots. First down.
Wait, that 380.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Watch the slip.
Cover.
Got him in. It's Brown. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They'll run it. This is Michel. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Second and 2. The Steelers' 33-yard line.
Oh, yeah, and here we go again. Check. Lucky.
Topper.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Hey, goal 66.
On second down, Muhammad. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Come on,
First down.
Hey, check it.
On play action, it's Brady. This will be caught inside the 10. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Patriots, first down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
They come out here in the eye.
Rip.
You go tight.
Goal 50.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriots score. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll go with Snell here on 1st down. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Dante Hightower on the stop.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And now a shot into coverage downfield is complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 18. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of...
He just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch. Guard. Stand.
On 1st down, Snell. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
We want it. Come to my work.
Rudolph now to throw. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Go! Head over. Hey, check 24. Hey, Haywood.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rudolph, and he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
Ready.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Rock it. Hey, lock it. Kill.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. Jamie Collins. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half.
down.
So the sack means it's 3rd and goal now from the 10.
No. Check 3.
Bravo.
From the gun, here's Rudolph. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Man, I got you.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So it's on to halftime of this AFC Divisional Round matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional Round. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Wait, 53! Hey,
let's get them home. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Second, reload!
They'll run on first down. Michelle, and 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
55, Mike. Hey,
Again, it's Michelle. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Wait, 20.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's
Let me
go.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And he'll get that to Michelle, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Brady's throw there complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Check three.
Play action. Now it's Brady. Complete to Watson, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Crunch. Alert 3.
80 weapon. Out. 72.
On first down, it's White. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has in total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now.
Dash, go,
Hey, 66.
Check right. Watch it, 5. You don't see me.
From the 29, Brady. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 18. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Edelman was the intended target. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Go. Check.
After the interception, here's Rudolph. Open man is Switzer, complete. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Let's go.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Go out.
Check 31.
22 jet bomber.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Run. 15 run.
Slam. Hey, check 24.
Hey, Sam on.
Now it's Rudolph. Complete to Washington. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
A gain of 12. And the Steelers first down.
On the set.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
We own now. Say. Leo. Five.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. The safety, Patrick Chung, is the one who makes the stop.
Well, not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
Let's go now. 50, plant.
Watch the screen.
Small.
58's the mic. Put 58's the mic. And watch your leg. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58. Right
Ready.
From the 36, Rudolph. Got an open man. It's Washington. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
A gain of 14. First down, Steelers.
Ready.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Snell on the shotgun handoff. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here we go. 70, Indy.
Hey, let's go, defense. Out time.
Hey, team 6.
Let's go.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Rudolph going top shelf for... And this is taken in at the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point now by Boswell. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Next to score, Steelers 31, Patriots 21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Brady. He hits his target, left side, Watson. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. So possession goes over here on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 45-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
They'll run with Snell to begin the drive. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
30 base.
Line 54. Hey, tight. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
Snap.
Throwing on second down. Rudolph. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a first and 10.
61, matchbox light.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go, D.
Get it.
Out of the gun, Rudolph. Washington's got it. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2 big plays.
Check nickel.
Shoot.
They'll run with Snell. Runs through the contact. Still going. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
They come out here in the eye. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Check 43.
Look at me. Go.
They're going to run again with Snell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. And a guy that can change the game, shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
Hey, go 66. 26, Mike. 26, 53.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Here we go. Switch. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Brady toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers, another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
On the ready.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives. And a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check 3.
Fair.
They'll run on 1st down. Snell, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 38-yard line.
Down. 10 Lobo.
Jim. Hey, watch it. Back. Showing it.
Five.
Here's Snell yet again. And some room to maneuver. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 59 yards for him on the ground.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
36. Check, 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 check.
Ready?
They'll run with Samuels. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
The 1-yard line.
Second and goal from the 1.
Line 54. Got you, boy. I got you, boy. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Bang, 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 bang. Joker, 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 joker. Pilot, 64, weak.
Staying on the ground with Samuels. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, well, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go, and that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
And it seems like they've been running uphill all game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Stay with your man. Rush in, rush in. Shadow.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. This will be caught by Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. New England on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're looking at third and a few inches. Now Brady again. And that's complete. It's Watson. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage with 31 now on first and 10. That throw by Brady incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. That turnover might just about do it. Here, fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Snell, and just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
He's checking. Crash. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Here's Snell on third down. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field, and that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. They'll look to set up his blockers. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Brady. He's got it to James White. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, front 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit, and that's what he did on that play.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. They come out here in the eye. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And they will run it with Michel. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots get a score closer. He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that 3rd touchdown.
And how about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in Touchdown City.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
Ryan Switzer on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
2nd and 11 at the 17-yard line. Today's final score.
Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side. And now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game. Preseason, right? The OTAs and mini camps before that. Going through the regular season, fighting and scratching and clawing to make it to the playoffs. And then to get to this game, 1 game short of a conference championship, They'll have the whole offseason to think about it. Let's see if they use it as motivation.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. And with that, we say so long from Foxborough.